Right guys, I was going to do this video on live stream, but obviously I can't do it live stream because I want to show you things in the background, messages and things like that, okay? This is just me responding, okay? And I'm not having what's being said about me. I was getting a lot of messages yesterday. A lot of comments yesterday saying about disowning him. It was my fault. My fault about Sonny, this, that, the other, okay? This is not for blaming anyone. Let's clear a few things up. Okay, we'll get to the blame in a minute. So bear with me, okay? A certain person went live stream yesterday, okay? And they categorically said on their live stream that I was controlling. And I controlled them. I controlled them to fall out with Sonny. To disown Sonny was the word. Okay? I'll show you some things here now, because this is not how it happened. This is not how it happened. The truth how it happened. The truth how it happened. Not their side, my side, the truth. The truth. I ain't got nothing to hide. The truth is, he came round and his mother said to him, "What time are you coming round for Christmas?" And as I said in the past, he said, "I can't. I'm spending time with his girlfriend and their family." And she didn't like that. She didn't like not having the control over him. She did not like that. I'm not going into too much detail about them having the arguments and things and that, there. What was said was, "Oh, fuck off then, go with them." And that was it. And that was it done. I still spoke to Sonny. I still spoke to Sonny after the fallout until I wasn't allowed to speak to Sonny. Okay? Okay, now watch. Here's some messages between me and Sonny. Okay, this was the 19th of November. This was it. I think they fell out the 16th, maybe 3 days before this. There we go. Hope you're still going on holiday, because I paid for Sonny to go on holiday with India. I bought them a holiday for them. And there you go. You just have to screen pause it and play it yourself. There you go. I hope that just confirms things there. And then later on, so I made a post up. I made a post up to try and make them fix things, okay? Because it's not nice. I brought this kid up from a very young age. I made a post trying to fix things with him and his mum, and there you go. There you go. There you go. And that's that. I don't need to ever prove that again. That is that. And all this hate towards me and her has only ever been about the reason why Sonny took his own life. That's all it's ever been about. It's never been about nothing else. Absolute nothing else on this planet. She got slandered so bad when she went to Venice. Okay? People didn't know that she went with her daughter. Okay? They both went together. They both were dancing together. People don't know this. Got slandered because I can't get my head around it. Got slandered because they had a fallout, I think 13 months before he took his own life. 13 months before he took his own life. Now we know the truth. We know the truth what happened on that day. We know the truth. We know the coroner's report. We know the truth. I've got a conversation between her and a certain person's best friend, which just says everything. So everyone had to put someone to blame, didn't they? These people needed someone to blame because they knew what they'd done. They knew what they'd done and what he did the same day and why he did what he did. I don't care what they say, but it's a fact. I'll get to the point of blame in a minute. And they needed someone to defend themselves. And who defended them? Who defended them? You can't deny this. John came out and defended them, okay? And that's where it all started from. And you can't deny it. Then you had Vicky. Vicky came and defended them. Then you had the Ginger L girl. She came out and defended them. But it's not true. It was not true, was it? It wasn't our fault. It was nothing to do with our fault. It wasn't. But they needed someone to blame. Because the uncle, the auntie, the cousins were all inboxing them, haters, to get them. Do you know what? I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt. To use them. Because that's what they did. They used you, knowing you'd go and blab it. And you did exactly that. And you spread hate for a good old, God, it must be about 7 months. 7 months she spread it for. I told the internet. The amount of things that me and the other one used to get. Inboxes, death threats. Because we caused him to kill himself. Yeah, you don't see that, do you? You just went with the numbers and the views and thought, sod that shit. Let's just go with it. And that's exactly what you did. And I think it's all come to light now. Especially you, Vicky, because I've seen it now. Watching. So someone wrote in John's live, I got sent this by the way, has she apologised to India? Meaning, has Lucy apologised to India? Okay? No, and why should? No, and why shouldn't have to? No, and she shouldn't have to. So that's you basically saying Lucy doesn't have to apologise for nothing. Even though for 6-7 months, you called Lucy a murderer. You called her the cause of her son to kill herself. I'm so shocked. And there, look. And that was just the most shocking one for me. That was the most shocking one for me, how she would do that. And then I wondered in your live one day, or your video one day, you were talking about my financial divorce. And I was thinking, how would you know all this information? Who's told you all this information? And then it makes all perfect sense now. And then I told you at the beginning of the video, let's go into blame, okay? Hear me out now. That morning, Sonny woke up and found out what he found out, okay? Who was there for him? That's all I'm gonna say. Was I there for him? No, I wasn't there for him. I'm to blame. Was his mum there for him? No, she's to blame. Was his uncle there for him? No, he's to blame. Was his auntie there for him? No, she's to blame. Were his cousins there for him? No, they're to blame. Was his grandma there for him? No, she's to blame. Was his sister there for him? No, they're to blame. Was anyone there for him? Was his girlfriend? Was his girlfriend's mum? Was his girlfriend's dad there for him? No. Were any of his friends there for him? No. John says that Sonny and him were very close. Was John there for him? No. Nobody was there for him. So who's to blame? Who's to blame? Who's to blame? Who's to blame? Me personally, I would say no one's to blame. At the second someone takes their own life, nobody knows what is going through their head. Nobody knows what is going through someone's head. And it should never have got to this where people thought they needed to come online and use other people to do their dirty work, should we just say. And then it escalated from there. And I'll say this as well, I will. I've said it all along, I don't blame John for the things he says. I don't. He's got a taste of the views. He's got a taste for the views, and you get a taste for the views. Some people think logically, and oh my God, I want to see paper evidence. Some people just go on hearsay and think, sod this, I'll say that, I'll say that. And that's what people do. They use people. Now I know who's done what. I know it's people from my past. Of course I know that, I'm not stupid. And at the end of the day, he's being used. And that's that, isn't it? But I do believe that they should at least come out and say, the reason that little lad, Sonny, isn't he? The reason that young man, Sonny, took his own life was because nobody was there for him. Okay? And that's that. And that's all I want to talk about it. Let him rest now, yeah? Let him rest, okay? You've tried to find someone to blame. Let him rest, okay? And that is it. I don't want to talk about it anymore. Done. But I'm not getting the blame like, again, they're trying to do. And I hope people can see what the person's trying to do. Because I will say one thing. I would never, ever, ever, ever become friendly with somebody who'd ever bullied my son. And that is it.